Secondly, to everybody, we as James Brown said, we're in a very critical and crucial time right now for the reparations movement. A very sensitive time. There are powerful forces organizing right now to stop what we're going to do. Now is the time to be working together, to be loving on each other, to be connecting with each other, and not tearing each other apart. Now is the time to work together. Last thing I'll say is, thank you for voting for lineage-based reparations eligibility. Please do more, right on. Please do more for reparations to combat reparations misinformation. I want to also thank you again for acknowledging us as a specific group of people, those who descend from U.S. slavery. The Office of Management and Budget with the U.S. Census just yesterday or just last week released their initial proposals for how they might change the 2030 U.S. Census. And they said, one of their first things they said is, disaggregate the Black/African American category and create a specific place and a specific space for those who descend from U.S. slavery. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Greetings. Brother Simmons, I think you stepped out yesterday when I mentioned about the 2 prisons that you shut down in California. I asked for you guys to propose something that's releasing our prisoners so we can have our own staff there, so we can rehabilitate them ourselves, because that's one of the part of the reparations is to rehabilitate. Now the last one would be never again. That's the last part of reparations. How's it going to be never again when we have 250 plus militia groups here in America? Ukraine was harboring them when they was getting felonies. They was running over there, and God be the glory. They thought they was going to come back and do the revolution against us, but Russia bit them. So we're saying that here in California we have RAM, Rise Up, or whatever. Those guys exist. We got all these white militia groups here, and how we gonna feel safe? They're already doing it. They did us in Buffalo. A young guy shot 10 people. They were just going to the grocery store. So how we gonna feel safe once we get all this money? I see how we gonna be. I tell you how we gonna be safe. We gonna be like the natives. We want our own land. Y'all want to live with the white people? You can live with them. But I want to go back to my hood and live with all black people. Recycle my money for 30 days. We don't recycle. Not just we don't want just casinos. We have 75 black Wall Streets. We can do it. Just give us the land. Y'all can figure the money out later. Okay, so another thing, UCLA, the Bunch Center. I mean, first of all, it's disrespectful. It should be the Bunchy, Carter, and John Huggins Center, because they were assassinated there by the COINTELPRO. Now, are you guys scared of these people? The FBI, the CIA, whatever? They come in our neighborhood and shoot at us too. Yeah. When y'all gonna stop? When y'all gonna point the finger at them? Camilla Harris, where you at? Camilla, VP. You put all us blacks in jail here in California. Why don't you go after these white people? Look it up. This not no unsolved mystery. This mystery's been solved. Y'all just have to go and get these crooks. They're the ones who turned us into it. We had social clubs back in the day.
Excuse me, sir. I'm so sorry. Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of your sentence. Thank you so much for your powerful statement. Next speaker, please.
Right now.
I'll be back.
Again, please.
Madam Chair, members of the board, I'm Morris Griffin. I'm better known as Big Money Griff, strong community activist, leader, and problem solver. And I want to thank each and every one of you that are in the audience, the immediate audience, and those of you listening to the sound of my voice. Madam Chair, members of the board, I rise in giving honor to Miss Dr. Shirley Weber for being the point person for why we are here today, bringing us AB 3121.
Yes.
Thank you, Shirley Weber, for doing that, Secretary of State. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention to Governor Gavin Newsom. Governor Gavin Newsom, there's an old saying in California, so goes California, so goes the nation. And so we understand that you're getting ready to run for the presidency, for the United States presidency. We as Black African Americans call it the United Snakes of America. But we want you to be aware of the fact that if you give us, or when you give us reparations to the day we die, $5,000 to $10,000 tax-free, we will make sure that we spread the word, what we heard, and you will never look back when it comes to you running for the presidency. I don't know if you ever seen the Million Man March. I don't know if you realize that it was the million women that got Joe Biden elected. All I'm saying to you is that we see our young babies breaking in, busting and stealing snack foods out of 7-Eleven stores because they don't have any chump change, because they don't have any money from their parents giving them allowances. We're better than this. We were the first best friends white folks ever had in America for over 400 years. I gotta say that because that's real true. That's true. We are the first best friends, white folks. Our ancestors built this nation. And for you to say, don't say that, something's wrong with you in that regard. Because it's not about what they want to know, it's about what we need to know. That's
Sir,
why I'm here.
Excuse me,
See,
thank
now you
you
got
so
me off
much.
on you.
Thank you so much for your comments this morning. Thank you for coming out and sharing with the task force. Next speaker,
Okay, I can boom, I can do production work. Anyway, good morning, I'm Friday Jones. My name is Constance Jones Muhammad. Chris Lodson is really my brother in arms. I don't know what he had last night, but I'm on the same vibe. You all are doing historic work. You are doing unprecedented work. The world has never seen this before. The report that you issued and the timeliness in which you got it published and out is phenomenal. You all have been phenomenal. In the reparations space, there are generational differences in opinion on how this is supposed to go. You have, like Martin Luther King, one of the youngest revolutionary reparationists leading this task force. You all, in the generations of your walk, the time that you have been on this earth, have to support her, and you all have to support each other. You all have work to do, and we as a community, this descendant community, we are counting on you. We are facing zero wealth in 2053, and COVID has made that timeline shorter. We respect you, we appreciate you, may God bless you, so that you can see us to the end of this work. Thank you so much for my time.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Next speaker, please. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I would like to thank Friday and Chris for those.
Can you speak into the mic a little more? Step a little
I would like to thank Friday Jones and Chris for those very encouraging words. Thank you so much. Good morning, Chair Moore, Vice Chair Brown, and the entire California Reparations Task Force. My name is Darlene Crumity. I am a member of the Coalition for a Just and Equitable California, as well as the American Redress Coalition of California Bay Area. My gratitude knows no bounds for what you have already accomplished and what is to come as you push forward with the California Reparations Bill for the American descendants of chattel slavery, also known as freemen. With that being said, I implore the task force to do more to counteract all the misinformation, disinformation that's being blasted across social media. This harms our push for California reparations. And I would like to thank you all for your amazing work on the interim report that was sent out on June 22. I'm in the process of doing a deep dive, or what I like to call close reading of this work, meaning that I'm taking notes, I'm talking to it, and I will comprise a list of my entire analysis of it when you are in Sacramento. But in the meantime, I would like to commend you on the excellent write-up starting on page 56 to 57 of the Three-Fifths Compromise. Because unfortunately, people just don't understand what that means and how it still affects us today. So thank you so much for that. But I totally disagree on page 41 with the substitution of the term slave to enslave, or the substitution of the words owner and master to enslave persons. This, in my opinion, it just takes the sting out of brutality of the slavery system. And one of the laws that was used against the black slave was called the Fugitive Law Slave Act. It was not the Fugitive Enslaved Act. And words really do matter.
Excuse me.
Let's not be racist.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
So
Not
sorry to cut you off. Thanks for coming out. Next speaker.
Good morning, my name is Jacqueline Clark, and thank you for all the hard work and diligence that you put into this effort. It is overwhelming, I know. I'm just going to pick up from where I left off yesterday. Since you're providing recommendations to the federal government in your summaries and findings, Negro should be included. However, H.R. 4238 prevents it from being included in federal forms and in federal legislation. We need to have that amended because there cannot be a conversation about reparations without Negro. If the OMB is serious, they will need to charge internally because some of us identify as Negro, and HR 4238 prevents it from being used. So they need to do the work internally to make sure that it will be able to be included because they are saying that you can include